Hey boys, it's time for another week in review. I know that over the past few weeks I've been Mr. Crazy Person, I've been Bill Belichick impersonator, I've been the silent treatment because I boycotted the league, boycotted the actual reviews because my team, blows balls. So I just wanted to continue my great streak, but I'm in a better mood now. I think it probably has to do a little bit with probably Percocets and Valium and whatever other kind of cocktail that I made myself before this video, so I could put myself in a good mood to be able to service the fantasy needs and worries of my fellow players in the Pigskin Fanatics League. So I got my son's colors on up here. We made these hats last year for Christmas. Puts me in a little bit better of a mood. And I downed about a 12-pack of beer before I started this to be able to put me in a little bit better of a mood. So I think I can get through it. I think I can do it. I just have to you have to bear with me a little bit because I might slur my words a little bit here and there, but that's okay because I'm good with that. So let's go right through the reviews here. I think that this last week was a pretty good week overall. Some pretty high scores. I know our blowout of the week was also our highest scoring team for the week, and again, he just keeps on doing things that I just don't understand and how he does it with Not Your Sticker Bitch and Kevin. His team scored 157.20 points, blowing out Johnny Utah's. I'm sorry, Matt. I feel bad for you, but I don't. But yeah, so as I'm looking at this team, if you really think about the fact that he has another blowout of the week. I think this is his third blowout of the week that he had that was on there. It's pretty amazing what he's doing with who he has. I mean, with everybody from Danny Woodhead to Kyrie Robinson to T.Y. Hilton and Steve Smith and Russell Wilson. And I just, smoke and mirrors again, we're talking here, right? So we talk about smoke and mirrors with Do Your Job, who has also, I'll talk about in a few moments, has fallen off of the pedestal and fallen into the doldrums of where I live. Because if you take a look at the blowout of the week, great job, Kevin. Good job for you. The least scoring team of the week was the one and only, the Supreme Deflate These Nuts. Myself, my team was put up a pretty stellar performance of 79.88 points and still only lost by about 20 points to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. So we have a log jam down in the 2 and 5 sections with Bell's Bashers, Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Foster Blues, Deflate These Nuts, all of us going up against each other this last week, so it kind of evened everything out. Carolina's also in that bunch. So is Turd Ferguson. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the 2 and 5 record. Yeah, that pretty much sucks ass. So that's pretty bad, right? And then to round the top spot off to be the undefeated that just wins with the game of the week is Boat Drinks beating Luck, Hope, and Prayer. Marty, if at any time I ever looked at you to say, can you go ahead and pull a victory out, it would have been this week, right? You put a 131 spot on the board, but then the brain trusts of the Welch brothers and dad all come together to be able to put together this nice little team that they've got going. I don't think it's necessarily smoke and mirrors. I do think that this is a pretty good team, but you never know what happens in the playoffs anyway. So Boat Drinks brings their record to 7-0 against Luck, Hope, and a Prayer. So Marty, I think, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have to do this to you, but I'm going to throw you under the proverbial guy that gets thrown under the bus just because of the simple fact that you also failed to do and perform and deliver against the number one team in the league. Valiant effort, but just not so much. Boat Drinks, you keep on trucking, right? You're 7-0. There's not really much else you can do about that except for the fact that, pretty much, lick my my nuts to everybody on the whole entire league. So, pretty much across the board. Next closest team really is going to be between two teams. You got Do Your Job and Elevator Knockout, who both went against each other this last week. Elevator Knockout bumped himself up to the 5-2 record, and Do Your Job bounced himself down to the 5-2 record. And then 1.21 gigawatts lost to Sexy Sandwich, which bounced him down to the 5-2 record. So a log jam in second place with a 5-2s, but you're pretty much looking at a lock for some playoff time if you can win one or two more games. Sexy Sandwich, good job on your end. You pulled it off against 1.21 gigawatts. So Scotty, 3-4 record. You're right in the middle of the pack. You have a chance to be able to pick it up or put it down. 3 years ago, I think you were tops of the tops, and Bells, you were tops of the tops last year, and both of your combined records are 5 and 9. So it just goes to show you can't do this as often back to back like I did back in the day, just to go and promote myself and show that I won 2 years in a row. But have come in consistently near last place, or if not near, bounced out of the playoffs first round, or just on the skirts of it for maybe 17 years in a row. So it's around that good consistency, bad consistency. I'll take consistency nonetheless. So, like I said, the game of the week was Boat Drinks and Luck, Hope, and a Prayer. Blowout of the week was Not Your Sticker Bitch. Another close call, which was surprising. I pretty much almost fell over when I was coming over, taking a look at the numbers for this last week when I looked at the Foster Blues. Doing it also with players that I have no idea how he scored 144.39 points, both with Des Bryant and Tony Romo on the bench, on the shelf. But hey, you know what, Rick? You do what you got to do, man, right? Brings you to 2 and 5. You and Eric are both, scored really high this last week, but we'll see what happens this next week around. So, like I said, first place 7-0, 3-way tie for second place. 4 and 3 were 3 teams with Not Your Sticker, Johnny Utah's, and Luck, Hope, and a Prayer. And then the rest of the team just pretty much sucks ass. So as you go all the way down, like myself, we've got some pretty bad records going on in this league. So other than that, I think that if you really look at the overall scheme of things and how the league's going, it's still a fun league. You guys are looking forward to the videos from what I hear from everybody. This week I'm a little bit better because I can't necessarily see anything in front of me. I can't see the screen. I can't see anything. Maybe this next week we might be able to do a little bit of Halloween action, even though the video is probably gonna take place after Halloween. Might throw something together to be able to bring my review to the masses wearing some sort of stupid outfit, or maybe not. Who knows? It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So if I wake up in the morning and I feel like there's fantasy despair, I'm going to look at you all and say, suck it. Or if I wake up and I go, hey, I'm in kind of a good mood. As a commissioner, I make the rules. And the way that it goes is, the rule is I decide how it goes. Just like Goodell's doing right now with Tom Brady, and deciding that he's going to continue to push forward with the appeal and basically say, we have no evidence on you, but by the way, I'm going to go ahead and screw you and still bring you into the appellate courts. And then, by the way, also let Greg Hardy just kind of scoot right in there to the Dallas Cowboys and have Jerry Jones looking up going, Greg Hardy is a leader on this team. I think he needs to do a really good job, and he's somebody that we really support on the team, and I want my glory hole. Right? You get all these different things that are going on in the league. And Goodell looks at the fact that people like Adrian Peterson, people like Greg Hardy, these crooks and criminals and people that beat their kids, all the stuff, but he's going after Tom Brady, who unknowingly or was generally aware of some puffing of some air out of the balls that are there. That's just interesting. So I know everybody's sick of hearing about Deflategate, including myself, but I had to bring it up because it kind of got me all fired up as I was on the road for work today, and I listened to WEEI and the radio stations talking about the BS that's going on right now. So that's the status of your league that you watch every day, including on Sunday morning when we had to watch some stupid Yahoo transmission that at first they come out and said that 30 million viewers were on there. The NFL then comes out and says, there was actually only 15 million viewers. And then actually the real numbers that came out of people that actually watched it on Yahoo streaming, even with the fantasy applications, was about 1 million viewers. So there was more people watching Sunday morning on regular TV. There was 9 million viewers on that one last weekend. And then this weekend, there's 1 million viewers on Yahoo, and they said it was such a huge success. Roger Goodell is a buffoon, a boob, and an ass. I'm just saying. Everybody has to agree with that, even if you're not a Patriots fan. So, all right, guys, that's it for this week. We'll chat more next week. Go Pats on Thursday night against the Miami Dolphins. and go everybody else's team, and I'll take another loss, and I'll just take it on the chin like I normally do, and maybe I'll get the pig this year. So Troy, maybe I'll take that statue right from you, even though you're also in last place with me. But it all comes down to points, to be honest with you, because I think we have some pretty bad teams. So all right, dudes, we'll talk later. See ya.